when one streamer was threatened at gunpoint by a Walmart employee and then crashed his McLaren while live streaming. These shocking moments prove how fast things can turn deadly. Here are 10 times Jack Doherty was almost unalived. Let's start with the insane moment when Jack had to flee from a Walmart after messing with the wrong guy. When Jack Doherty strolled into Walmart, he likely didn't expect to find himself in a life-threatening situation. The streamer, known for his pranks and disruptive behavior, took it to the next level when he decided to mess with a Walmart employee. What started as a typical prank quickly escalated into something far more dangerous. Jack, brimming with confidence, approached a man in the store, perhaps thinking he could bully him just like he had with so many others in the past. But he messed with the wrong guy.
Cause like, my brother. Huh?
You need to grow up, you little dipshit. You need to grow up.
What do you mean?
Quit fucking with people, because you know what? You see this right here? You know what this is? Yeah,
No.
I do have one, because that's...
What is it?
You know what that is?
No.
That's my black belt keychain.
Oh
You
shoot.
know what that means?
You taekwondo my ass.
Kick your fucking ass. If
For
you're a
real?
jerk, so go fuck with your friends.
But I mean, it's like a 4v1, so I'm not sure.
Not only that, but I'm a policeman too.
Oh, and you got a gun too.
Go fuck yourself.
I will do that, actually. Thank you.
At first, the employee seemed to brush Jack off, but Jack wasn't about to let it go. He continued to provoke him, perhaps hoping to escalate the situation for his livestream audience. That's when the employee, who at first appeared to be just another frustrated Walmart worker, revealed something far more serious. He was carrying a gun. In a swift motion, he pulled it out and pointed it at Jack, making it clear he had no intention of tolerating Jack's antics any longer. What happened next was chaos. The sight of a gun in someone's hand usually makes people freeze, but not Jack. In a split second, he bolted. His camera crew followed him as he ran for his life, shouting about being threatened. Jack's attempt to play the victim didn't go unnoticed, but let's be real, no one was particularly concerned about his age or his innocent intentions. In that moment, it didn't matter if Jack was 16 or 26. He had crossed a line with a person who wasn't afraid to stand his ground. The altercation at Walmart is a testament to just how far Jack's pranks have pushed the limits. What could have been a harmless interaction turned into one of the most dangerous moments of his career. But this was just one of many instances where Jack found himself on the edge. Next, we'll dive into a terrifying moment when Jack's need for attention almost cost him everything. When Jack Doherty decided to take his McLaren for a spin, he likely never imagined that a simple joyride would turn into one of the most reckless moments of his career. With his live stream running and his audience hanging on his every word, Jack became more focused on entertaining than keeping his eyes on the road. He was texting his cameraman and engaging with his viewers, completely unaware of the imminent danger around him.
Oh! Oh! No! 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 Holy shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Holy Oh my god, bro.
In a split second, disaster struck. Jack lost control of the car, veering off the road and slamming into a guardrail with a bone-rattling force.
No, watch out, watch out. Open the door, open the door, open your door. We're locked in here.
Oh, I just broke that shit.
Me too.
You need to win it. Watch out.
No, don't do it, don't do that.
Why?
Oh, no, my f***ing car, bro.
Vamos, baby. Vamos,
Oh,
Frankie. Que estás bien.
dude.
Get your legs out first. Spin around, spin around. Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Holy no. Michael, are you good? No f***ing way. Oh. Oh my god.
The impact was severe, sending a shockwave through the car. But what happened next was truly jaw-dropping. Instead of immediately checking on his injured cameraman or calling for help, Jack continued to livestream the aftermath as if nothing out of the ordinary had occurred. His cameraman, bleeding from the crash, remained slumped in the passenger seat, yet Jack was more concerned about making sure his viewers were entertained. The situation was far from a prank. This was real life, with real consequences. Yet Jack's obsession with keeping his stream going seemed to outweigh any sense of responsibility for his cameraman's well-being. While the crash could have ended much worse, Jack's focus on maintaining his live stream showed just how far he was willing to push things for attention. His actions were a stark reminder that Jack's pursuit of viral moments often led him to ignore the serious consequences of his reckless behavior. But this was far from the last time Jack found himself in over his head. Next, we'll take a look at a shocking incident at Walmart that pushed the limits of his pranks. Jack Doherty's pranks at Walmart had already crossed the line, but he didn't stop. One day, while filming another one of his disruptive stunts, he encountered an employee who had had enough. What started as a typical prank turned violent when Jack pushed the wrong buttons. After annoying the worker with a series of increasingly obnoxious acts, the employee snapped. Jack's usual bravado wasn't enough to avoid the inevitable. The employee, fed up with Jack's antics, charged at him.
Have you ever seen this guy? Have you ever seen that guy around here?
Nope.
Never seen him?
Nope.
All good.
You don't work here. I can't have you back here.
What?
You don't work for the company. Can't be back here in this back room, sir.
All right.
So, step out, please.
All right. I'm just trying to find a guy.
Okay, you still can't be
This guy
back here.
punched me in the face one time.
Okay. Out.
But he punched me in the face. I'd like to talk to someone.
Okay, but you can't be in the back here.
Excuse me, have you seen this guy around?
Do you work here?
No.
What are you here for?
Just find this guy. This guy punched me in the face one time.
You go through this door? I'll show you where he's at. He's through this door?
You need to be out of there.
I'm just trying to find this guy.
Okay, well, you can't just go into the back.
Alright. Have you seen this guy before? Have you seen that guy?
I may have, may not.
Does he know if he worked here?
It's okay.
Alright, but I'm just saying, like, does he work here?
We don't give out that information for your little silly little YouTube.
It's not silly.
Okay,
It's not
that's
silly.
okay.
This guy literally assaulted me.
Okay, that's fine. You can take it up with your attorney, whatever you need to be. But just
All right.
if you would, we have.
I know. I'm just saying I would like to talk to him.
In a flash, Jack's camera was sent flying, and the employee started physically confronting him, throwing punches and knocking the camera out of his hands. Jack, usually quick with his escape, was taken by surprise, but this wasn't a moment for him to escape the consequences of his actions. The Walmart altercation was a brutal reminder that Jack's pranks weren't just irritating people, they were putting him in direct danger.
You to get out the store.
Oh, sorry. I was just playing around.
Off the chain.
Alright,
You
can
need
we
to get out the
alright, can we
store.
stop and we'll just buy some?
You need to get out the
Okay,
store.
okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Don't take pictures of me. I'll break your camera.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I doubt it. I'm 15. You'll go to
I
jail.
don't care if you're 15.
You'll go to jail.
You respect me.
Alright, and you respect. Oh, hey! Ricky! 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 Ricky!
As the situation escalated, Jack found himself caught off guard, not sure if his usual ability to talk his way out would save him this time. And in the midst of the chaos, the employee finally kicked Jack out of the store, his pranks having cost him another opportunity. This confrontation marked a significant shift in Jack's pranking career. What once seemed like harmless fun had now become something far more dangerous. But Jack didn't learn his lesson just yet. Up next, we'll take a look at a physical confrontation that led to punches flying between Jack and the Island Boys. Things got heated when Jack Doherty crossed paths with the infamous Island Boys. Known for their wild antics and social media dominance, the Island Boys weren't exactly the type to back down from a confrontation. Jack, ever the instigator, started pushing buttons in an attempt to get some drama for his audience. But what he didn't anticipate was just how far things could go.
You want me to drop you right now?
What the?
Want me to drop you right now?
Win the fight!
You want me to drop you right now?
Tase him.
You can train the Caleb.
What are you
Why
gonna
you
do?
gonna kiss
What are you
him?
gonna do?
Yeah, why are you so close, bro?
What are you gonna do?
He's used to being around his brother, bro. Chill.
Bro, I will drop you and shit. What are you gonna do?
Go back
Don't make me do it.
downstairs.
I got $50 fine.
I will throw something at you and I will drop you on your
You can't hear what you're saying when he has a mouth guard.
downstairs. I would have hit my head.
Jesus is the way. Jesus saves.
He needs like some calmness around him.
No need.
I pray in Jesus' name that
No need for to fight. No,
Jack Fly
What are you talking about? Come on, hit me back. Why? Because you're a bitch. Hit me back.
You gotta
hit him
first. And you're dropping the floor.
What's wrong with you?
At first, it seemed like a typical clash of egos. Jack tried to rile up the Island Boys with some pointed insults and sarcastic comments, hoping to get them to react, but the situation quickly spiraled out of control. One of the Island Boys, no longer amused by Jack's antics, threw the first punch, landing it squarely on Jack's face. Jack staggered back, clearly stunned, but instead of backing off, he tried to retaliate, escalating the situation even further.
You want to do this so hard.
You want to do this?
You want to do this.
You want to do this?
If you really want to do this, let's do this the right way.
Miami first. You want to do this?
You want to do this? We'll do it the right way. Let's do it. Bend over right now. Let's box, guys. Me and the Island Boy are gonna box. Look. What are you doing? Yo, what? Yo, take him. Just take control of him. Take control of him. Yo, you gotta hold on to your little hand.
What?
The confrontation was a reminder of how dangerous Jack's need for attention could be. What was supposed to be another one of his pranks quickly turned into a physical altercation, showing just how unpredictable clout chasing can get. The camera crew was there, capturing every moment, but it wasn't just Jack's pride that took a hit, it was his safety. The fight didn't go on for long, but it was enough to show Jack that not everyone would be willing to play along with his antics. In the end, he was left with a bruised ego, and perhaps a lesson he would fail to learn in the future.
Come on.
He's like, you want him up?
Come on, Chuck, let's go.
Come on.
Grab him. Yeah, bitch. You're disgusting. Yo, you just spit all over people, bro.
Come on, let's go down.
Grab your own guy. Let go of me. Go grab him.
But Jack's need for drama didn't end there. Up next, we'll dive into an incident at the beach that saw Jack crossing paths with an irate father. Jack Doherty's antics reached a boiling point when he decided to disrupt a peaceful day at the beach. His typical loud behavior and disregard for personal space didn't sit well with everyone, and one particular father had had enough.
We got out of there, mofos. Let's go.
Watch your language. There's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from me.
You started talking to me, buddy.
Get away from me.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away.
You're something to say, you motherfucker.
McKinley, back up.
What the fuck's your problem?
Jack, unaware of the consequences, continued to provoke those around him, pushing limits just for the sake of a reaction. But when this father tried to confront him, things took a dangerous turn. The father, understandably frustrated, warned Jack to back off, but Jack, ever the provocateur, refused to ease up. In a moment of sheer arrogance, Jack didn't back down and kept pushing the father's buttons. That's when the situation turned physical. The father, fed up with Jack's unrelenting attitude, lunged at him, tackling Jack to the ground in a fit of rage. It wasn't the kind of altercation Jack had anticipated when he set out to create content. What followed was pure chaos. Jack scrambled to get away, and his bodyguard quickly stepped in to separate the two, but the damage had already been done. Jack was left shaken, realizing that not everyone would play along with his pranks, especially when it came to pushing people's limits in public spaces. This moment served as a wake-up call, though likely a brief one, to just how far his antics could go. Though Jack had narrowly escaped this situation, the incident showed just how quickly things could spiral out of control. For Jack, it was another reminder that pranks could come with real-life consequences. But this wasn't the last time Jack would find himself in over his head. Next, let's dive into the intense showdown between Jack and Lenny Miller that almost turned into an all-out brawl. Jack Doherty's bravado would soon meet its match when he started running his mouth about Lenny Miller, a former boxer known for his no-nonsense attitude. Jack, always looking for attention and willing to trash talk anyone for the sake of views, decided to throw some shade at Lenny. But when Lenny caught wind of the disrespect, he wasn't about to let Jack's comments slide. In a shocking turn of events, Lenny showed up at Jack's apartment, not to talk things out, but to settle the score the old-fashioned way. Boxing gloves in hand, Lenny was ready to challenge Jack to a fight. It didn't take long for things to escalate, as Jack found himself in the middle of a confrontation he couldn't talk his way out of. For a moment, it seemed like the situation might actually turn into a full-blown fight. Jack, realizing he was in over his head, tried to talk his way out of it, backing away from the challenge. But Lenny wasn't having it. Tensions flared as Jack struggled to keep his cool, trying to downplay the situation with his usual antics, but there was no escaping the tension between the two.
But you won't box is what I'm saying. Like, I got gloves. I got gloves. I don't want to box you, bitch. Why the height difference, you I'll go one hand.
Eventually, security stepped in to break up the situation before anything got physical. Jack was left with a bruised ego, realizing that not every confrontation could be handled with a joke or a camera. He had found himself face to face with someone who wasn't afraid to back up their words with action.
Why would you dose me on him? What do you have against him? What's your fucking reason? What's your reason? What's your fucking reason?
Get out of the house, bro. You're clip farming.
Who the fuck you
Clip farming ass out of here, motherfucker.
This incident marked another turning point in Jack's career. His thirst for clout was now crossing dangerous lines. But little did Jack know, he was about to be pushed even further into the chaos. Next, let's talk about the nearly explosive moment when Jack came face to face with Neon at a live BKFC event. When Jack Doherty made his way to a BKFC event, he had no idea that his presence there would nearly escalate into a physical brawl. Known for his brash attitude and willingness to get under people's skin, Jack wasn't going to let the opportunity pass without stirring up some drama. Enter Neon, another figure in the influencer world who was far from impressed by Jack's antics. What started as a simple run-in quickly spiraled into a heated confrontation that had security scrambling.
What do you get out of that, bro? I didn't.
What's your boy? What do you get out of that?
Bro, get out of my face. Get out of my face.
I'll break it.
At the event, Jack found himself face to face with Neon and the tension was palpable. With the cameras rolling, the two began exchanging words, neither one willing to back down. Jack, never one to shy away from a challenge, tried to get a rise out of Neon, but Neon wasn't about to be intimidated. The situation escalated quickly when the verbal insults started turning into a physical standoff. The two squared off, pushing each other in a moment of pure confrontation, but the chaos didn't end there. Security had to rush in to break up the scuffle before things got completely out of hand. Jack, ever the opportunist, immediately played the victim, but it was clear that he was in over his head. Neon wasn't someone to mess with, and Jack's usual tricks weren't going to work this time. This confrontation was yet another example of how Jack's reckless behavior could quickly turn dangerous.
Jack.
Get up! Stop, bro! Stop! Who am I walking? Yo, you're good, bro. Stop!
He's gonna drop. But
this wouldn't be the last time Jack would find himself in a high-stakes situation. Next, we're diving into an unforgettable moment when Fauci slapped Jack live and things took a shocking turn. Jack Doherty was no stranger to stirring the pot, but during a live stream at his house, he pushed the wrong person too far, Fauci. The two influencers had been exchanging insults for some time, trying to outdo each other in front of their audiences. What was initially playful banter quickly became more personal as Jack escalated the tension, pushing Fauci to the edge. While Jack may have thought he was just poking fun, he couldn't have known that he was about to cross a line that even his usual bravado couldn't save him from.
Yo, you're
I'm beta.
Imagine being 33 years old and yo, get me some water bottle, Sean. Give me some.
You're lucky I made friends with your security.
We're going back.
You dog.
Now we can't box. There's a whole.
Oh! Two.
I slapped the dog shit out of you.
That didn't even hurt.
I slapped the dog shit out of you.
You punched like a bitch.
I saw hit him back. 5 fingers.
You punched like a bitch.
No. Box.
You punched like a bitch.
With the cameras rolling and viewers glued to the live stream, Jack's taunts hit a nerve with Fauci. Frustrated and already at his limit, Fauci finally snapped. Without warning, he slapped Jack across the face, a loud crack filling the room. The room fell into stunned silence as Jack stood there, wide-eyed, processing the unexpected turn of events. The slap was a wake-up call that Jack wasn't invincible, and his constant provocations had consequences. For a moment, Jack seemed speechless, caught off guard by the force of Fauci's slap. However, Jack, never one to back down, attempted to retaliate. The tension in the room soared as both men became more aggressive, and the situation was quickly spiraling out of control. Security had to intervene, stepping in to separate the two before the altercation turned even uglier. What started as a live stream full of laughs turned into a chaotic, heated confrontation that exposed Jack's vulnerability. This incident was a harsh reminder that his playful teasing could quickly escalate into real danger. But as intense as things got with Fauci, it wouldn't be the last time Jack's actions caused a massive confrontation. Up next, we'll look at a time when Jack found himself in the middle of an even more chaotic situation involving Zerka, Prime, and a gun. At Jack's house, things took a wild turn when two of his friends, Zerka and Prime, got into a heated argument that quickly spiraled into chaos. It started with a disagreement, one of those typical things that might have been settled with a few words. But Jack's house, already a hub for tension and drama, was about to witness something much darker.
Give me a old broke motherfucker. Okay.
Give me a hug.
Yeah.
I can kill everyone in this house.
I know.
I can end this.
No, please. Chill. Yo, chill. Please don't fight. Yo,
What the fuck?
Please stop. Yo, stop. Please stop. I don't want anyone fighting anymore.
As the verbal exchange between Zerka and Prime grew more intense, the atmosphere shifted. Prime, already agitated, suddenly pulled out a gun, and for a brief moment, everyone froze. The room was filled with shock, and Jack, who had spent years playing pranks and creating chaos, now found himself witnessing a dangerous standoff he couldn't control. Zerka, undeterred by the weapon, became more aggressive, and the situation began to escalate. The energy in the room was suffocating, and it felt like anything could happen at that moment. Jack, who had always been the one stirring up trouble, found himself standing by, unable to defuse the situation. The gun, which was now in Prime's hands, made it clear that this wasn't just another fight, it was something far more serious. Security was forced to step in, but the tension lingered. What could have been just another party turned into a frightening incident, one that made it clear that the stakes were higher than ever for Jack and his crew. But this wasn't the end. As things calmed down, it seemed like Jack had just survived yet another dangerous encounter, but the final showdown was just around the corner. Jack's wild ride came to a head during what could only be described as pure chaos. At the center of a rapidly escalating altercation involving friends, security, and countless unresolved tensions, it was clear that Jack's antics had pushed everyone to their breaking point. What started as a day of unpredictable events turned into a full-blown confrontation, and this time, Jack wasn't in control. As tempers flared, Jack found himself surrounded by a group of people who were no longer willing to let his constant pranks slide. With emotions at an all-time high, punches were thrown and voices were raised. Security, usually present but passive, had to step in to separate the chaos, but even that didn't seem to calm things down. Jack, once the one stirring the drama, now seemed like just another participant in the madness that he had helped create. The standoff reached its peak when one of Jack's closest friends turned on him. With the entire scene erupting around him, Jack realized that the stakes were higher than ever. The trust he once had with those closest to him had evaporated, and it seemed like he might finally pay the price for all the trouble he had caused. For a moment, it seemed like this could be the end of Jack's reign of chaos. But just as things looked like they were about to go over the edge, a final twist emerged. The situation teetered on the brink of disaster, but whether Jack walked away unscathed or not remained unclear. What's certain, however, is that this final showdown proved to be the breaking point for Jack. After all the stunts, the drama, and the wild moments, it was only a matter of time before things exploded. And with that, we reached the conclusion of Jack's story. But the real question remains, was this the final chapter or just another chapter in his unpredictable journey? If you thought these were crazy, you won't want to miss what happens in this next video.